Hi there! Today we're going to bake a cake. Pretty simple, right? Anyone can bake a cake by following the instructions on the recipe or the cake box. In this video, I'm going to share with you a few tricks to do it better. I have 6 simple steps that will ensure you bake a great quality cake every time. Let's get started. First step is to preheat your oven. Have you ever baked a cake and it is taller in the middle than on the sides? I have a solution to this problem. Set your oven temperature 25 degrees less than the recipe states. This will ensure an even rise on your cake while it is baking. The next step is to line the pan with parchment paper. Cake recipes call for a well-greased pan. I have learned that that is not necessary. Simply use parchment paper to line the bottom of your pan. You will see how easy the cake comes out of the pan, and you didn't have to use extra oil. Step number 3 is to mix the cake ingredients. Most cake recipes call for oil. A healthy alternative is using unsweetened applesauce instead. Substitute 1 for 1. For example, 1 cup of oil equals 1 cup of applesauce. Follow the instructions for the recipe for mixing the cake batter ingredients. When the mixing is done, pour out the cake batter into the parchment-lined pan. Make sure the batter is evenly distributed in the pan, and tap the pan a few times on the counter to remove all of the air bubbles. Step number 4 is to bake the cake. Since we lowered the baking temperature by 25 degrees, it may take a little longer to bake the cake. It is a good practice to set your timer 5 minutes less than the recommended baking time. Step 5. Cover the done cake with a damp dish towel. Use an ice pick or a toothpick to see if your cake is done baking. Simply poke the center of the cake with the pick. If the pick comes out clean, the cake is done. If the pick has raw batter on it, the cake needs more time baking. Add 3 to 5 minutes to the timer, then test again. Continue this process until the pick comes out clean. Be sure to clean the pick prior to each testing. When the cake is done, remove it from the oven and cover it with a damp dish towel until the cake has completely cooled. Step 6. Remove the cake from the pan. Once the cake has completely cooled, this usually takes 1 to 2 hours, run a butter knife or metal spatula around the edges of the cake. Turn out the cake onto the cardboard or platter. You will see how easily it comes out. Parchment paper is a really cool trick. You are now ready to layer, fill, and frost your cake. If you want to know how to create a moist cake, see our video on tips for a moist cake in the link below. I hope this video was helpful. If you like this video, please hit the subscribe button. Thanks for watching.